there's typically two sets of or groups within a branded manufacturer. So on one side, there's the e-commerce group, where there's the head of e-commerce who owns a P&L and has very aggressive growth for driving the digital channel. For a lot of branded manufacturers today, they're kind of behind general retail, where their online sales may only be 2 or 3% of total revenues, but they've got very aggressive plans to grow that to 5-10% in the next few years. And so when you talk to the SVP of e-commerce, they'll tell you, it's all about commerce, it's about conversions. We want to get consumers to buy on our site. And that's all well and good, and that matches with their goals and the metrics that they've been set by senior management. But when you talk to the digital marketers or corporate marketing group, they have a slightly different approach, because what they think of the website for is about engagement. It is about romancing the customer. It's about telling stories of the products. And they don't really care, though they're not incented as to where the purchase happens. They just need to make sure that the consumer is engaged with the brand and will purchase somewhere, be it through wholesale, be it through retail channel, be it through the contact center or online. And so sometimes there's a little bit of friction that occurs between the two groups as branded manufacturers struggle a little bit to determine what is the role of our site. Is it a brand marketing site or is it an e-commerce site? And obviously the answer is it's both, but we need to figure out, and these branded manufacturers need to figure out the way to sort of make this work seamlessly. And it does start with organizational cooperation. You can't have these teams working in silos. They need to be sort of co-located. They need to understand each other's objectives and metrics. And when it comes to things like content creation, to be working collaboratively. And then it comes to sort of technology and the site itself. But we're still a sort of, if you like, a front end and a back end, where the front end tends to be owned now by brand marketing, and then the back end, the shopping cart and the pricing and the checkout, is owned by e-commerce. And that doesn't necessarily work either. We really need a tighter integration where both teams are using a common tool set in terms of all of the campaigns, the promotions, the marketing, the content, and they're working together to create sort of really engaging content that's telling the stories about these products, as I talked about earlier, but also makes it very, very easy and intuitive to sort of, especially for that millennial consumer, to make that impulsive purchase.